What's up everybody, it's Sean here back today to give you guys a review of the Levi's collaboration with Nike on the Air Max 95 OG in this black and white colorways. So I know most of you guys check out my channel, not only for my visuals, but the number one thing I hear is that you guys love my sizing advice. So if you're looking to buy a shoe and you're not sure how they fit, you know you can depend on my channel to give you accurate sizing advice. But what if that problem didn't exist? What if any shoe you bought could be adjustable to fit your specific feet? So while this may seem like it's fantasy, in the world of belts, this is actually now a reality. So this is where Anson Belt & Buckle comes into play, and I wanted to thank them for sponsoring today's video. Anson Belt & Buckle is a family-owned business that's been operating since 2009, and they've completely reinvented how belts work. Traditional belts, you know, they come pre-punched with holes that are 1 inch apart, meaning, first of all, you have to figure out what length of belt you need to buy. And then once you actually buy that belt, I've experienced this firsthand, if you gain a little bit of weight, you find out that that belt that once fit perfectly just doesn't fit the same anymore. So this right here is a belt that I picked up from Anson Belt & Buckle. And what makes their belts so unique is that they utilize this micro adjustable track system. So if you can see right here, the sizing of the belt can be adjusted by 1/4 inch increments, meaning regardless if you're a size 32 waist, a size 29 waist, a size 36 waist, and even if you put on a few pounds over the years, this one single belt is really the only one that you ever need to buy. And if that wasn't enough of a selling point, all their belts can be mixed and matched. So they offer different types of buckles, ranging from more casual to more formal, and they can be interchanged with different straps, offering different types of material like leather, canvas, micro suede, and the list goes on and on. So even in the case for this video, we have the black Levi's Air Max 95 and the white pair, and obviously black and white shoes, they go with different types of belts, so I can easily swap out these two buckles with each other. It's really never permanent when it comes to Anson Belt & Buckle. So the possibilities are endless. You can really mix and match the combinations to fit your specific style and to fit the shoes that you're rocking that day. So trust me when I say this has truly changed the game for me, not only from a style perspective, but from a comfort standpoint. I know that these belts are always gonna fit me comfortably. So because Anson Belt & Buckle is sponsoring today's video, if you check out the link in the description box below or scan this QR code on the screen right now, if you build your custom box set, you'll get 2 pieces free. That's 1 extra buckle and 1 extra strap, essentially giving you 9 unique belt combinations all in 1 single box set. So this is an exclusive deal you're not gonna find on their regular website. So check them out, show them some love, and upgrade your belt game today. So this right here is the highly anticipated collaboration between Levi's and Nike. We've seen before that they've collaborated with the brand in the past with models like the Air Jordan 4, but this is their first collaboration on the Air Max 95. So this was actually a 3-shoe pack consisting of this black colorway, the Ecru or white colorway, and there was also a more limited indigo or blue colorway, which I didn't manage to hit on. That one was the most limited of the 3, but hot take, I think that one was the worst colorway of the 3 for me. Either way though, all 3 pairs dropped on the Levi's website on July 10th. They retailed for $205 US or $250 here in Canada. The official colorways for this shoe for the black pair is black, anthracite, and gym red, and then for this white colorway, it's actually light Orwood brown, white, and gym red. So this is a collaboration I was really excited to get my hands on. They look pretty good from the initial images online, but we know how sometimes promo images can be a bit deceiving, so I got these in hand, and let's just say I was very, very impressed. There's something about this collaboration that truly feels elevated, and I think it captures the best of both worlds with Levi's and their iconic denim, with of course, the beloved Air Max 95 silhouette. And before we go on any further, here's a quick look at the box. So this comes in a special edition box just for this release. And as you can see, it's a play on the iconic retro Nike split box. So instead of orange and natural brown, we have red and brown instead. We have the Levi's logo on the bottom right. And then on the side of the box, we have both Levi's and the Nike swoosh. And the paper inside also features retro flavored Levi's ads, which I think looks really, really dope. So as for the shoes themselves, obviously both of these pairs feature genuine Levi's denim. So on the toe box, you can see we have this W-shaped overlay. We have black colored denim on the black pair, of course, and almost like a cream colored denim on the white colored pair. We have this horizontal stitch pattern all throughout. And then underneath this, the base layer here is covered in this woven material. So this is actually a pure white for the white colorway, and it's black on the black pair. Covering the eyelets, we have a denim underlay, and then we have these loop style eyelets covering both pairs, just like any other Air Max 95. Covering the sides of the shoe, of course, we have the signature layered look of the Air Max 95. So on both pairs, it's covered in denim, and it's kind of given like a distressed finish to it, where the edges are a little bit frayed, which I personally really loved. It gives it more of a worn in and aged aesthetic, as opposed to being perfectly clean and pristine. Moving downwards, we have an embroidered swoosh on the lateral side of the heel. Hanging off the back of the right foot, we have the iconic Levi's red tab, and again, this is only found on the right shoe. Running down the center of the heel, we have a leather layer, and we have Nike Air branding embroidered at the very top. As far as the laces go, each of these pairs come with 3 different lace options. So they come with a white colored rope lace for the white pair and a black colored rope lace for the black pair, but each of the 2 come with a red lace along with a more chunky version of the original lace, so it's a bit fatter and it kind of gives off more of a worn in look. The lace is looped through a leather layer running down the center of the tongue. This is a genuine leather. Underneath this, the bottom half of the tongue is covered in this woven material, and then the top of the tongue is covered in more of a nylon-like material, and we have this embroidered Air Max branding at the very top. The interior of the shoe is covered in a mesh liner in the respective colors of white and black. And like any other Air Max 95, the tongues are secured with these elastic bungee bands, giving the shoe more of a snug one-to-one fit. For the insoles, these come with a pretty well padded foam-lined insole. They featured custom Levi's graphics on the top, with the Levi's logo on the heel of the right foot and Nike branding on the heel of the left foot. So the upper of the Air Max 95 sits atop a polyurethane foam midsole, which is painted in white on the white pair and a matte black on the black pair. This being essentially the remastered version of the Air Max 95, it's supposed to look closer to the OGs. So the 2 windows on the forefoot are a little bit bigger than Air Max 95s in recent past. And of course, the air unit on the heel is also a little bit bigger as well, which I personally think looks really, really good. And then for the bottom of the shoe, here we have your traditional Air Max 95 outsole. So this is crafted out of gum rubber on the white pair and black rubber on the black pair. We have this waffle style traction pattern on the forefoot, along with this TPU plate running down the back of the shoe. This helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support, and it features Levi's branding on the left foot and Nike Air branding on the right. So that breaks down the look and the construction of both of these pairs. And I'm sure most of you are wondering, how do these fit? So I got these in my normal Air Max 95 size because I never actually hit on any of the previous remastered Air Max 95 OGs that I've released over the last few months. So getting these a half size up from my normal true size, I'd say that they fit pretty comfortably, maybe a little bit roomy, but I suspect that if I was to go true to size, they'd probably be a little bit too snug in the toe box. So I feel like if you have a narrow or normal width foot and you like more of a snug one-to-one fit, you probably could get away with going true to size. But if you have a wider foot or you just like more of a spacious toe box, then I'd stick with your normal Air Max 95 size, which for most people should be a half size up. So for some reason, I felt like the black pair actually ran a little bit roomier than the white. So the white, the 10.5 was perfectly fine for me. The black ran a little bit more roomy. I'm not sure if this was just a manufacturing flaw, but either way though, I feel like a little bit extra room wouldn't hurt because Air Max 95s, even though this is supposed to be remastered with a more generous toe box, it still is a little bit on the narrower side. So for me, with my slightly wider feet, I'm happy with the decision of going up to the 10.5. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so these feel more or less like your typical Air Max 95. Even though they feature a beefed up midsole with larger air bubbles, I didn't find that the comfort was a significant upgrade. Maybe I can feel a little bit more of that plushness underfoot. Maybe that's just a placebo effect. But all in all, they still feel relatively firm. There's a little bit of bounciness, and they're gonna be okay for an everyday casual use shoe, but I didn't feel like it was a major upgrade from a comfort standpoint. So if you're someone that historically feels that Air Max 95s are comfortable underfoot, I think you'll like these. But if you're someone that feels that they're an absolute brick, maybe it's a slight upgrade, but I think more or less they're gonna feel the same to you. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so this is where I felt the shoe really shined. I love the material variety on this shoe. The combination of the denims, the meshes, the leathers, it really feels like a significant premium upgrade on a typical Air Max 95. And the overall build of the shoe I thought was great. The overall shape of the shoes I thought were fantastic. It has more of a sleek and tapered look in the toe box as opposed to being banana shaped in years past. So all in all, this really felt special. I think Levi's and Nike really delivered on this amazing collaboration. So if you couldn't tell by now, I'm very happy with both of these pairs. So with all of that out of the way now, let's toss both of these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, Nike and Levi's really knocked this one out of the park. I think all three colorways were solid. The blue one, I just don't think it's something I would really wear. It just has too much of that classic jeans look. Whereas these black and white colorways, I think it's just a lot more versatile. I can see myself wearing these a lot more. If I had to pick between the two, I think obviously this white colorway is the more wearable of the bunch, but there's something to be said about this all black colorway. If you've been following my channel for some time now, I've said this in the past, but I'm not a huge fan of overly black-based sneakers, but I'm actually a really big fan of this particular colorway. That just shows you how well it was executed. I think the distressed upper really gives it a lot more character. So I'm really feeling both of these pairs. I'm really happy to add both of these to my collection. So leave your thoughts down below. Let me know between this black colorway, we have the white colorway, and the third one, which I didn't cop, the blue pair. How would you rank them from best to worst? And did you manage to grab any of them for retail? Did you strike out and pick these up on the secondary market? Leave your thoughts all down below. As usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link my social media accounts down below for you guys to check out. And of course, don't forget to check out Anson Belt and Buckle to get your exclusive deal, to get those 2 bonus pieces for free, giving you 9 unique belt combinations. So again, the link is down below, or scan this QR code to take advantage of this exclusive deal. So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you all in my next video.